Alright, so today I'm going to be giving y'all a full tour of my crazy $108.57 thrift haul. Now, the haul I've got with me today is not anything super special, nor is it anything particularly big, but it's nonetheless a haul that I am very happy with. I've been going to the thrift shop off and on for the last couple weeks, and this haul is the culmination of all of the trips to the thrift shop in the last little while or so. In total, as said, I spent $108.57, making this thrift haul the biggest thrift haul I have ever showcased on this channel, monetarily wise at least. For the actual items I got, it's not the biggest, I will acknowledge, as for the money I spent, I only got a total of 5 items. I'll acknowledge. I ended up buying 3 articles of clothing, 1 ashtray, and 1 keyboard. The majority of the money I spent was on the keyboard, with only a little bit over $20 being the rest of everything else, I will acknowledge. But nonetheless, I am very happy with this thrift haul, and I am especially happy with the keyboard, which I'm going to be showcasing at the end of this video, so make sure to stick around, of course. I think first off, I want to showcase all of the clothing that I bought, starting off with the most expensive piece of clothing that I ended up purchasing, which is a Sherpa-lined jean jacket that I bought for $12.99. Now, I have actually been wanting a Sherpa-lined jean jacket in black, just like this one, for about the last 6 years now, I will acknowledge. I decided 6 years ago I wanted one. However, I also decided that I didn't feel like spending the money on a new one. I knew one would eventually show up at the thrift shop. I didn't think it would take 6 years, but now I finally have one. I finally have a Sherpa-lined jean jacket. This is from the Esquire brand, to be precise, which I've never heard of, I will acknowledge. And this jacket is an extra large, and it fits me amazingly. As said, this jacket cost me $12.99, and it is in overall really good condition. No nicks, no scratches to any real degree, I will acknowledge. No holes or anything like that. The biggest damage there is to this jacket is a little bit of paint down here, along with this button being very bent. The buttons on like the back of the jacket and stuff like that get caught in this chair and whatnot, so I'm figuring this button probably just got caught on something and bent just a little bit more so than not, but it is still usable, so it's not a terribly big deal. But overall, this jacket fits me fantastically. I'm guessing MSRP when this jacket was new was probably over $90, probably over $100 in all honesty, as Sherpa-lined jean jackets, even if they do have a polyester lining like this one does, they're still very expensive. But $12.99 for this one, I am super happy with it. Really comfortable. Fits me amazingly. Is the perfect level of oversized for my personal preference as well, and is insanely warm. I was wearing this jacket a little bit when it was a bit colder out. It's like 75 degrees today, but it was a bit colder about a month ago when I first picked up this jacket, and it overall does a really good job of keeping me warm, I'll admit. I was able to wear this jacket in just about freezing weather, stayed perfectly fine, perfectly warm, as long as I had some layers on underneath, and overall, a very nice, heavyweight, good quality jacket that I genuinely have no complaints about on one. I'm getting more just jumbled up. I have no complaints at all about this jacket. I am super happy with it. I am exceedingly happy with my purchase, and I think it looks great. It's super comfortable, and I am very excited to wear this jacket lots in the future. Let me tell y'all what. That is the first article of clothing that I purchased from the thrift shop for this haul today, and it was an amazing purchase in my personal opinion. Let's go ahead and put this jacket down just real quick. And let's go ahead and now talk about what the next item I have in the haul actually is. So what is the next item? Well, the next item was a pair of pants that I bought for, was it $3.59 or was it $4.59? I think it was $4.59 if I'm remembering correctly. So what I originally bought was a pair of Wrangler jeans for, well, $4.59. However, I did not buy these to keep them as, well, full-length jeans, I instead decided to cut them off and make them into jorts because I was wanting a new pair of jorts. So I bought this pair of jeans, which was, I'd have to say, probably 3 inches too long for me, but fits me in the waist. And I just cut them off where I wanted them to be cut off, and I've worn these a couple times since cutting them off, and I think they look great. They're really comfortable, really in good condition as well. And for $4.59 for a basically brand new pair of jorts, I certainly got no complaints on my behalf, I will acknowledge. My guess is that this pair of jeans was probably worn maybe a handful of times prior to it being sent to the thrift shop. Not exactly sure why it did get sent to the thrift shop. There's no rips in the crotch or anything like that kind of thing. No rips on the ass or anything like that kind of thing. These pair of jeans is in great condition. My guess is that they probably washed these jeans and then they shrank and they just went to the thrift shop after that, because you can't return a product that you've washed after all. And overall, you know, I'm very happy with these jeans. They fit me great. They are very comfortable to wear as jorts, and for the price, you know, I really can't complain. Certainly no complaints on my behalf about these, I will acknowledge. That is the second item I have in today's thrift haul. The third item is something that is a little bit more special. Now, those jeans, I'm really happy with them. I think they're super cool. I am very glad I decided to purchase them. However, they're not anything super special. It's just a pair of jeans. It's just a pair of Wrangler jeans after all. But the next clothing item I have is a polo shirt. It's a golf polo, to be precise. And we can see it's got a really nice multi sort of colored patchwork design. This shirt cost me, I want to say $3 even, if I'm remembering correctly. The brand is Cutter and Buck. This is an XXL. It's a bit big on me, I will acknowledge, but it fits me very well nonetheless. And just at a glance, this seems like a pretty typical golf shirt. Nothing super special, maybe a little bit retro, but still nothing insanely special nonetheless. And overall, I mean, like, it's in pretty good shape. Doesn't look like it's been worn many times. There's no pit stains or wear or anything like that kind of thing. I mean, like, it's in really good condition. For $3, this was a really good deal. But it gets to be even more of a good deal when you look at the sleeve and realize that this shirt was from the Vantage Golf Championship. Now, the Vantage Golf Championship was a R.J. Reynolds sponsored golf championship that was meant to advertise the Vantage cigarette brand. And this championship took place, I believe, starting in the 1980s all the way through the 1990s, if I'm remembering correctly. So basically, what I got for $3 is a cigarette brand sponsored golf championship golf polo shirt, which I think is super sick. And I mean, like, look at this label. It looks like it's right out of the 1980s. I love it. My guess is that this shirt is probably from the late 1980s. I don't know anything for sure. I don't know exactly when this shirt was made, I will acknowledge, but nonetheless, I am super, super, super happy with it. I love collecting tobaccoina, cigarette memorabilia. It's a personal hobby of mine, I will acknowledge, and I am very glad to have another piece of cigarette memorabilia, of tobaccoina, as another way of putting it, to add to the collection, and I'm very glad to have a piece that I can actually wear as well. This is a super cool shirt. I've tried it on a handful of times, but I haven't actually worn it yet, but I think it's gonna look fantastic with some jeans or maybe with some black shorts or something like that kind of thing. I think it's a great looking shirt, and I am looking forward to wearing it alongside my other golf polos, as I am kind of a sucker for like really comfy, thick, like retro golf polos, I will acknowledge. I really like this shirt, and $3 was an absolute banger of a deal for it, if you ask me. So let's go ahead and move on to the next item in the haul, though. I will acknowledge, I'm getting more jumbled up. Let's go ahead and move on to the next item in the haul. Yeah. So, that was all of the clothing. I've covered all the clothing I had. Now, it's time to cover the ashtray. The singular ashtray I've found in the last, like, month or so. Which is this ashtray right here. It's a themed tourist ashtray from Florida. It's got a very nice sort of brown staining to it with a little bit of some other stuff going on as well. Just says Florida right there, all embossed with some nice flowers up here, a little bit of what is that called? That's a flamingo right there, Kira Kira Bonito reference, if I do say so myself, on this ashtray. A little bit of a palm tree, a little bit of an alligator, a little bit of a dolphin right there and everything like that kind of thing. Very nice, just sort of tourism-themed ashtray, if you ask me. Cost me $2.99 and was made in Japan, as we can see as well, which is pretty interesting. Made in Japan. I don't have too many ashtrays that were made in Japan. I have one or two that were, but I'm glad to have another one out of the collection. This, I have no idea how old it is or how new it is. I doubt they're making a lot of ashtrays in Japan for the market in Florida these days. I will acknowledge, like, I'm sure they're making plenty of ashtrays in Japan, but for the market in Florida, like, this doesn't really look all that old in all honesty, but also this sort of design language has been around since like the 1970s. This is the sort of, I'm like, I don't really know what this design language is called, but it kind of screams Margaritaville like design language to me, and that's been around since like the 1970s, 1980s. So honestly, I really do think this ashtray could very well be like from the 90s or before, frankly put. Or honestly, it could be from 2 years ago. I really have no idea. But what I do know is that it was made in Japan, and I find it kind of unlikely that Japan is still making ashtrays for the market in Florida, but maybe this was originally sold in Japan and they just marketed it as being a Florida ashtray. Who knows? Who knows? I've got no idea. I know nothing about this ashtray besides the fact that it cost me $2.99 and was made in Japan. Pretty cool though, nonetheless, and very glad to have this ashtray added to my collection, I will acknowledge. And that is all there is to the main bit of my thrift haul. As there's only one item left, I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back in the IKEA bag it was in, just so I'm not having it all over the ground, getting leaves on it and everything like that kind of thing. And now it's time for me to go ahead and show you guys the most expensive item of this entire thrift haul. Let's go and reach over here real quick. Let's go ahead and grab it. Oh man. Now, y'all already probably know what this is. I've already published a video on this keyboard, and I've probably made a bunch of social media posts about this keyboard at this point in time as well. But what I bought for the final item in this haul is an IBM Model M keyboard made by Lexmark in 1993. It's an IBM Model M enhanced keyboard, to be precise, and I bought this keyboard for $85. $85 on the dot. That is, I want to say, the most I want to say this keyboard is the most expensive item I have ever bought at the thrift shop, ever. Like, I know I've spent like $40 on an item at the thrift shop before, but $85, almost $100 on a singular item. I don't think I've ever spent that much on any one item at the thrift shop, frankly put. This, nonetheless though, even though I did spend so much money on it, in my opinion, was a pretty banger deal. Certainly no complaints on my behalf, I will acknowledge. And I am very, very, very happy with this keyboard. It is in great condition. A little bit used, don't get me wrong. There's some nicks, there's some scratches, but great condition nonetheless. And $85 for this keyboard, I personally feel like is a pretty good deal. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. It's in great condition, and so is the cord, which I have right here. The cord is in great condition as well. So overall, I feel like I got a pretty good deal on it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna cover the keyboard too much just because I have an entire separate video on it already live on the channel. But yeah, that's the thrift haul that I have gotten my hands on in the last couple weeks to the last month or so. Not the most insane thrift haul by any means, I will acknowledge. Going to the thrift shop these days, some of them have been a little bit dry, but nonetheless, I am very happy with everything that I was able to find in the last couple weeks to a month or so, and let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of each and every single item. I think that's just about all I wanted to say for this video. Oh, let's go and cover what my favorite item in the entire haul is. My favorite item in the entire haul, I'm just gonna be honest, it's the keyboard, without a doubt. Second favorite item in the entire haul is probably my jean jacket, just because I've been wanting one of these for so long, I'll acknowledge. It's been 6 years I've been wanting one of these, so this is definitely my second favorite item in the haul. Third favorite item has gotta be my polo shirt. I'm gonna have to say fourth favorite item, probably the Florida ashtray, and then fifth favorite item, probably the Wrangler, now jorts, but previously jeans. They've transitioned. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to say those are my favorite items in the haul. Certainly no complaints on my behalf. I just made that joke right there, and I just completely skipped over it. I was just cracking up in my head because of that. That was just off the top of my head. I'm pretty happy with that joke. But, yeah, very happy with this haul, I will acknowledge. It's not the biggest haul in the world by any means, but I really like it. And I hope y'all are a fan as well. Appreciate y'all watching today's thrift haul. Appreciate y'all watching my full tour of my $108.57 thrift haul. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video today, of course, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my website, and everything like that all in the description down below. Go check it all out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, y'all. Till the next one, stay safe and peace, and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?